Thanks, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to speak. So my name is Eric Hansen. I'm a developer and architect at Lippert. We are a merchant manufacturer in the RV, marine, and towing and truck automotive industries. So I just wanted to come and talk to you a little bit about a merchant's perspective on the developer environment and a couple of tools that you might consider implementing or researching as part of you being a merchant or a vendor or an agency. Some things you can do to improve the life of a developer, make their experience better, and as a consequence, develop better software. So, agencies or developers are often caught in the middle, right? We're kind of in between the agencies, the business owners, the vendors. We're not just clients, especially coming from a merchant perspective. We're not just a client. We're, a business owner juggling marketing and inventory and customer service. And there's so many things coming at you that as a developer, I want to get a lot of the infrastructure and developer stuff out of the way and focus on what matters, right? The functionality, the development experience. So Atlassian did a recent study that showed that 97% of developers waste time throughout the week dealing with the environment, right? And 69% of developers reported losing 8 hours or more a week, which is crazy amount of inefficiencies, right? But yet only half of those surveyed thought that their company prioritized the developer experience, right? So it shows that companies talk about developer experience, but they don't do a lot to help it, right? And so implementing a few simple tools, a couple of workflows can make that developer experience better and hopefully be able to acquire and retain talent even better, right? Because if a developer's having a bad experience, they're probably not going to stick around forever. So these days, software isn't just programmed, right? It's assembled from a variety of services and APIs, cloud platforms, SaaS. You have so much coming at you, and especially as a merchant like I work for, we've acquired a lot of businesses and a lot of platforms through acquisition, right? We've purchased smaller companies, try to integrate them in, bring all these platforms in, but it can be really tough because you have to shift back and forth between different e-commerce platforms, different languages, different versions. And so I just wanted to give you a couple of quick lightning overviews of two types of tools that you might consider looking into and researching. One is Lando for development environments. It is a portable Docker-based environment that you can use to build local dev. There are plenty of other options that you could research that are equivalent. DDEV, VirtualBox, Warden. There's plenty of other options, but we standardized on Lando. It has YAML-based syntax, so easy stuff for developers to get up and familiar with. It allows for quicker onboarding, right? You have new developers coming in, you have a new partner, a new agency, a new vendor you need to talk to. It's a quick and easy handoff, and you can commit all that code in with your repository so the environment lives with the code. It makes it real easy and consistent to work between environments as well, right? You have your local dev environment, you have a UAT and a test environment, you have production. All of these can be very simply consistent. And it means that your developers don't have to focus on dealing with all the fiddly stuff in the environment. You can just get to work on focusing and building good features, right? Solving problems for your business. The second tool that I wanted to recommend is called Cypress. It is a browser integration test automation suite built in Node.js that helps you catch all those UI bugs, right? All the CI/CD pipelines. It has all that kind of support. And you can use other tools, Selenium, WebDriver. There's all kinds of opportunities and options. Playwright, there's a bunch. But we just standardize on that tool because it helps our developers run the tests themselves, right? They can write the test suite into the code. You can run it straight on your browser. It can be headless if you want to run it in a CI/CD suite, in a pipeline, GitHub Action, whatever. Or you can run it locally headed so that you can see the output. It can do screenshots and all the fun stuff. I'm not going to go into the details, but the point is consider putting in some test automation into your developer pipeline so that the developers can go regression test what they've just built, right? If they have a major upgrade of the e-commerce suite, they can run through the tests real quickly and easily, pass it off to whoever so that you don't have to get stuck waiting for a QA team, that kind of thing. But your QA team can use it as well. It helps you avoid those post-launch bug fixes and, due to like mobile browser versions or browser inconsistencies. It's easy to pass on to another group. So if you have, like I said, if you have agencies, vendors, merchants that you're dealing with and working with, and it's almost developerless. I know as David was talking about AI, even tools like Cypress are working in promptable test suites where, a business analyst or, a product owner can write the test description, and then the AI works out how to build the test suite and what elements to assert against and all these things. It also has cool stuff like if you're working with a React or Vue or Angular app, it has component testing. We use it primarily for end-to-end testing, so it kind of runs through macro-esque and, logs into the site, clicks on things, asserts elements, all that kind of stuff. But basically, just a lightning round talking about those two tools. Think about ways that you can improve the Live Zero developers, right? As David said, there's plenty of opportunities for AI, and you can abuse AI all you want, and it doesn't care. But your developers do, right? So how about we find some tooling, make your developer environment and your test environment and your production environment more consistent, easy to start and stop and switch contexts, and allow your developers to focus on building value instead of getting bogged down in developer work. So hopefully you'll get a chance that'll kind of spur your mind to look into these kind of approaches for your development workflow, and enjoy the rest of the evening.